Normally it makes a beep noise.
It does or does not?
It does. Did it make a beep noise?
I didn't hear a beep noise, no.
This is recording, so.
Oh, hi.
Yep. Hello. Welcome back to our channel.
I'm Giovanna.
I'm Nate.
And this is our dog, Hobby.
That's his Hobbs. I don't know if you can see him. He's adorable. He wants my seat.
Yeah.
We are
favorite resellers
in Las Vegas.
And we are going to talk about...
Yep, this is part 2 of our 3-part series of
Life and Times of a Reseller.
Yep. Life and Times of a Reseller. That is very...
I like it. That could be our podcast name. Registered trademark.
Yep. Dibs! All right, so today, my notes are over there and that phone is recording us, so we're going to talk about things that we don't do anymore that we did at the beginning of reselling. So we'll both talk about, things that, you remember what it was like when you first started.
Yeah.
And then we get home and then you would try to sell something. And I'm not saying this happened, but,
pulling up our notes.
Yeah. So we've been doing this. Giovanna's been doing this for, if you didn't watch the last video, since 2016. I've been doing it since 22. We've been working full-time together. There are lots of things that we don't do anymore that we did at the beginning.
Right.
There's obviously when you're outsourcing, those are the times that the major mistakes happen.
Yeah. Or
not major, but picking up things that won't sell, picking up things that you like.
Right. Based on emotion
nothing.
Instead of fact.
Right. And then also there's another side of that, though, is chasing what people, the trends that people say, like, oh, this year is going to be, the colors are teal, yellow, and just pastels.
I don't know
like
what a pastel is.
Pastel, like the eggs, the Hershey eggs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think the crux of that is like comparison. Like I think the more you learn, the less you compare yourself to others.
Right.
Hopefully.
Yep.
And the more you find out, like, you're just comfortable with what you're doing and it's working for you.
Right.
And so in the beginning, watching lots of videos, obviously, you try to emulate what other people are doing because you don't know yet. So you pick up the brands that they talk about.
Right.
Like Free People, Lululemon, Nike.
Yep. You got to remember that when that video hits, and if it's a good one, like the experienced reseller, YouTube resellers that put a video out, get a million views, 100,000 views. And next thing you know, everybody who resells, because we all watch the video.
Yeah.
And whether
you go pick up that
admit it or not, you watch the reselling videos, at least a little bit of them.
Right.
And you see...
I mean, you get stuck. It's like the Starbucks cups, right? Like in the beginning, everybody was selling Starbucks cups, and we had sold several for like $40. And it was like, sweet, we have lots of Starbucks cups.
Yep.
And then you go to the store and you pick up every single Starbucks cup because you're like, oh, it's going to be $40.
Right.
And then 5 years later, you still have 30 Starbucks cups.
And so does everyone else.
Yeah, so does everyone else.
Yeah, because of one video or...
one trendy thing that happens, like an Instagram reel or something. And
whoa, did you see that?
I did.
She took a header.
Jumped
I bumped it, that's why.
She doesn't want to hear you talk anymore. She's like, I'm out of here.
That was good. I like it. That's funny.
It's easy to get stuck in those loops, and you buy things based on emotion. Instead of research and fact. And
so the mistake I made coming into it, with thinking I knew everything, thinking I'm so smart, and not knowing what I don't know.
Sure, because you don't know what you don't know.
Once you realize the things you don't know, and you go, "Oh my gosh, I don't know anything."
Right.
But I would look for things. I'd look for my size. I would look for the brands I like.
Sure. Stuff that you want.
Now I don't do that as much.
A little bit more.
Yep. I'll do it on some things if it's unique enough.
Sure.
And I go, "Oh yeah, I like it." I mean, those hats. I wouldn't wear any of those hats that I get. I like this hat and my my Kurt's hat. But if it's unique and I go, oh, someone will like that.
Sure.
But you're counting on one person out of a billion people that's going to come across your listing. How's he going to do that? Or he or she going to do that? How are they going to do that?
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say.
And what's the need for that item?
Right.
Like a hat is not a necessity.
Some people.
It's like an accessory item.
Right.
Usually
not a necessity.
You have one, you have a couple, you're like, these are fine.
Right.
I don't need a new hat. I want a new hat, but it's not imperative that you have it.
Yeah, because we find a lot of things that we really like.
Sure.
And I teased Javon about this, but she would say, and
also,
so do other resellers
in the beginning, 100%.
If it fits, I may keep it.
I'll just keep it if it fits.
And I can't tell you how many times she would be showing me a haul and then go, I found this, and if it's my size,
I might keep it.
Yeah, I might keep it. And then
so
it goes into a different pile.
Right?
Yeah, you end up with more stuff, and we have like 1,000 t-shirts between the two of us because when you start finding things that are like,
you're like,
oh
this
my
is
gosh,
cool, and it brings emotional feel to it.
Yep.
It's like, this reminds me of that when I was a
nostalgia.
kid. Or
that's why I like that part about selling you stuff.
Sure.
The nostalgia of it.
Fun.
Yeah, because, and I don't know if everyone experiences that or if it's an age.
I think people do.
They do. Like if you're 20 years old right now and
probably
you're reselling, there's going to be a lot of things you're not going to know. What am I picking up?
Why is
this like when you see the kids at the bins and there's like one kid, and then he's got 3 followers that aren't doing anything other than
watching,
going, oh my gosh, commenting,
talking shit.
Yeah. So you don't always know, and so you watch the videos and you look to see what people are selling and what's working, but it does not mean that that's going to work for you, or you're going to have the stuff that's available. So we learned that when we watched those videos, the tech videos, and they were talking about it doesn't matter where you live. It's not an excuse. It
doesn't matter that you only have one thrift store. It doesn't matter that you don't have a Goodwill bin. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but your post office is 30 minutes away.
Right. None of that.
I know those are challenges.
Sure.
And that's hard, but
yeah, you can do it. It's still doable. And if you have to drive 2 hours to get to the nearest
bins,
town that has like a big thrift stores or
we've watched, and if you watch this, if other YouTubers, other resellers are watching this, we've heard that many times, that people will make a trip of it because they have nothing where they live.
Sure.
So they go to the big city that's an hour away, 2 hours away.
Overnight, you do it overnight.
And I know, again, not everybody can do that.
Sure.
But that's if you really want,
you can figure it out.
You can figure it out.
And there's also other resource opportunities. Like you don't have to be stuck.
Right.
With like, I only have 2 Goodwills in my neighborhood, and they suck. They're expensive, whatever.
Right.
Fine. Where are the other things?
Yeah.
Like, are there like church organizations?
Right.
Are there garage sales?
Buy online.
Can you look at Facebook Marketplace?
Facebook Marketplace.
What are the other options? Are there little mom and pop shops that you can go look at, make some relationships with those people, or find estate sale?
Right. Estate sales. Garage
There's lots
sales.
of options.
Once the word gets out too between friends and family, and we've experienced this, that people will say, well, I have stuff. I was just going to take it to Goodwill. And we always stop them or try to stop them. It's like, whoa, drop it off here. We'll split it with you.
Especially in the beginning. I did that a lot.
Yes, that's right.
I would reach out to people and
that's right.
They would reach out to me and I would do a consignment deal or, they're like, I'm going to give this to Goodwill.
Right.
But I'll give it to you instead.
That's a very good point.
So then I would go through bags and bags
of people's stuff. Yeah. And we were getting requests.
So much of it was garbage.
Yeah, it was too much. And we were getting people that were like, I heard you can sign stuff.
Yeah.
And poor Giovanna, because she sees an opportunity, she's a go-getter, makes it happen.
Well, and that's another mistake you make in the beginning.
Yeah, because you want to say yes and have all the items.
Yeah, you want the opportunity, and you don't realize how much work that's going to be to do consignment.
Right. When your Aunt Betty comes over with 6 huge black trash bags full of shit she's just been holding in her closet, since 05.
90% of that's probably garbage, not good. And then now you have to you have to pay to get rid of that.
That's where the work comes in, and and picking out the things that you have to do quick research on it, see if they have sold.
Right.
And that's a whole nother topic about checking comps, checking solds. Because we found fake ones in eBay. Oh yeah. As far as and I'm sure you've seen it too. People who
eBay especially.
You can't complain to people because who's going to listen?
Nobody cares.
But there was like this Starbucks cup example.
Yeah.
The ones with the bugs on it from Japan.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Where they were claiming they were selling for thousands of dollars on eBay. Yeah. That's not why we sold. But at first, when you see that, you go, "Oh my gosh!"
Right. Awesome.
And you hear these stories about people paying up for things, and like, "Oh my gosh!" And that's intentional, and I don't know who's doing it, but it's in every category, not just Starbucks stuff.
Yeah.
And if you go to you take a picture of something with the Google Lens, then you go to eBay, and then you maybe even just type in the title so you can see what has sold. You look at solds, look at the prices.
Right.
You're going to find ones for $10 up to $60, and maybe only 3 have sold.
Right.
And there's 1,000 listed.
So there's definitely, we'll do a how to do comps video, because I think that's important.
It's a challenge,
I think a lot of people will just Google Lens something and be like, oh, sweet, it's listed.
If they look at the first price they see on PickClick, which is not even, is that real?
I don't think so.
I don't think that's real.
They just pull it from other. But listed prices are not the same as sold prices. I can list. Yes, I think so. I could list this faux Hummel doll for $1 million, but that doesn't mean anyone's ever going to buy it.
Right.
If they do buy it, they're going to buy it for $4.
Right.
So listed items, that is not where you get your information. No. You can list something for whatever you want. And retail too. Retail doesn't mean sold.
Right. And some people who they aren't doing this to make a living.
Sure.
They aren't doing this to pay their bills. They're not maximizing every sale.
They're doing it for other stuff, like for short term. Sure. They're doing it for videos. They're doing it for Instagram plugs.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So I lost something that I was going to say.
Me too. So we were talking to the topic of our video is, let's remind ourselves what doesn't work for us.
Okay. So, things we used to do that we don't do now.
So the things I'm going to just
recap.
I'm going to go negative just real quick. Not negative bad, but negative like things that I don't like.
Okay.
And things at first that turned me off to reselling.
Okay.
And the first thing that did were the videos. Videos like this.
Yeah.
Videos of people talking about their business and talking about the same stupid stuff and saying the same stupid things at first. But I was still in auto parts mindset, not reselling. So it bothered me beyond belief. I couldn't listen to these videos.
I do remember that you especially didn't like the videos where people were talking about how much money they made.
Yes.
Because that is not an accurate representation. And money depends on your location. Like, what is your cost of living like? Like, there's lots of factors. Cost of goods.
If you're selling something for $5,000 and you paid $4,000 for it, great, you made $1,000.
Yeah. It's different. Anyway, so all of those numbers are kind of make-believe.
Yeah.
So
when you see the video of the reselling mother in, I don't know, Utah maybe?
Yeah.
That's bought something for $3,000 and she's got a ton of followers. And this one person, the one lady, and she's very successful what she does. She's got a good following. Yeah. She's nice and sweet. Everybody loves her.
Right. But there's lots of
but you can't compare yourself to her or the guy in South Carolina that named after a thunderstorm.
Yeah.
Thunderstorm? That's more of a windstorm. Anyway.
Anyhow.
You can't compare yourself to them. You aren't them. You aren't us.
You're not in that situation. You don't have these resources.
Right. And you don't need to be them. You be you.
Do what works for you.
When we started making videos, my first thought was, I don't want to do that.
I know.
Like this is not that I don't want, or chasing what I don't sound like this person. I don't look like this person. Maybe I'm not, my face isn't aesthetically, the stupid shit.
All of the things.
Stupid shit. But then I was like, we're unique.
Sure.
You're unique. We don't have to be.
Some things to bring.
You don't have to be like the guy who's claiming that he sold over 1 million items and was the number one eBayer for all those years.
For millions.
Who fucking cares?
Right.
What have you done for me lately? Anyway, my point is that everyone's unique. Like he has a following and people like him. That's great. They like this person over here. You're following. You learn a lot.
But you learn from all of these people.
So and you'll find ones that you like. You find ones you don't like. But that was hard for me. I was shutting it all out and I wouldn't listen.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know what sells. I don't know what sells. Right. I didn't know. You think you know. And you think you find something new with tags, or you find a Nike sweatshirt or a North Face jacket puffer, and you think, oh great, I'm going to sell this for $1,000 or whatever it is. Not $1,000, but
you have to learn. Comparison is the joy thief. It's a fun stealer. So don't compare.
Oh, that's what it was. So I was. The why I didn't like it, that's my point. Sorry, thank you. Was that...
No,
lost it again. Go ahead.
I don't remember.
Okay. What I was doing was comparing myself to them and knowing that I wasn't there because I just started.
Sure.
So I'm not going to be like this guy. Yeah.
It feels bad.
He's going, I just bought another house with the reselling money. And I'm like, that's fucking impossible. There's
rude.
No way you do
Also
that.
rude, right?
And it's
like we're struggling.
Yeah, right. We're struggling.
And you're buying a fucking house.
That's his journey. That's their journey. That's fine. And to be okay with that and to be okay, I'll tell you where the honey holes are. I'll tell you where there's
enough for everybody.
Everyone. There's no reason to keep secrets or to
Gatekeep, yeah.
Gatekeep, yeah.
Good job.
So like,
good job.
And my first thought was always, I don't want to tell people about the bins because too many people are going to find out. I don't tell them about nails.
Right.
Like,
First of all,
yeah, exactly. First of all,
there's enough for everyone. There's so much shit out there. There's enough for everyone.
And nobody cares. Like
nobody cares.
This is your life.
Also,
doesn't matter what he's doing
even
or
like
she's
what
doing.
I was saying, like I can tell everyone that we've ever met about the bins and about Nellis and about all of the cool places where we find shit. That doesn't mean they're going to go there.
Right.
Go through the steps. Right. Find the stuff.
Right.
List
Clean
the stuff.
Clean
it. Ship it. Store it. All of the things.
Right.
Like, it is hard work.
It is hard
even
work.
if you tell everybody you know how to be a reseller.
I like when you get passionate about things. It's cute.
How to be a reseller. Like,
I'm serious.
4% of them are going to think about it, and maybe 0.5% are going to try it, and then they're going to fail.
Yeah, they don't like it.
Hard.
Yeah, it is hard. And so
it's
that's why you'll find somebody in a year, 10 months, and they're like, when they start, they're like, I can't do it anymore. You can have all my inventory.
Buy all my things.
Trust me, I've been there. I thought, no way. And then my thought was, I'm going to go back to work full time and leave all the inventory for Giovanna to deal with.
Well, and like, just do the math on a full-time job. Like, the amount that we work versus the amount of money we make.
Right.
Versus a full-time job where you're away all of the time. Like, we need another car. You have to have more gas. There's more insurance. Like, people are the worst.
The worst.
9 to 5 job. You get 10 hours
we're
a
not
day.
telling
You're
you to
home.
quit your job, but there are.
Yeah, you have to do what's best for you.
Yeah, you have to do what's best
for you. And if reselling works for you, fantastic.
Right.
It works for us.
Right.
So
once we stopped comparing ourselves to others and thought, and that's why my point about the videos is that we are unique people. We have a unique situation.
Everyone does.
Everyone does.
Yeah.
And so that's why it may not be great for everyone. Some people are going to like it. Some people aren't going to like it. But if it can be helpful in some way to someone, because we've watched, exactly. We've watched videos and gone, oh my gosh, when somebody's being real and talking about the struggle and, how they've had disappointment and they had to shut the warehouse down or they've had to fire their employees that they just hired, and you see those things and you think, oh my gosh, so I'm not the only one struggling with my situation.
How to do it in our little bubble.
Yeah. And it's okay. It's okay to be you. You don't have to chase trends. Yeah. That was one thing we talked about too, was that on our way to the bins in the mornings, it's like, it was a half-hour drive
in Portland,
here too. Yeah. But we talked about what are we going to find today. So that was like, we would look up, quick Google, what's selling on eBay right now?
What are the brands
of the moment? That you've seen the last 10 years will be on that list.
Same.
North Face, Columbia, Nike.
Gucci,
it's like
Chanel. Obviously.
Right. Yep. Saints, whatever.
All the fancy brands. Of course you want to find those.
You'll find it. But that's it. We're all looking for those
here
things.
For you. What is accessible
what can
to
you bring value to? What can you save and get to a collector or to, and that's what I always think too. Like we have a lot of things that probably will never sell, right? Because we have now 5,000 items.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like it's going to be something, right? Yeah, damn it, I missed it. My brain.
We have so many items, 5,000 items.
Right.
I think we're going to sell all of them.
Right.
Like, maybe a percentage will talk because they're so old.
I have these thoughts. So. No, I'm just kidding. We have these thoughts. I have these thoughts, and then all of a sudden I'm just talking, having a point, and then it's just gone.
Well, you have like 2 conversations in your brain. Like, you've already moved on to the next conversation.
Yeah, and then I forget what the other conversation was. So that's a challenge.
So
like
things we used to do in the morning on the like we would look up brands to look for at the bins. And they're the same brands
categories,
that everyone else is looking for also, because they also looked everything up on the way to the bins.
Right.
And so the key is to find what is it that you have access to.
Right.
And learn new brands, learn new fabrics, learn what's available to you and how to market those items.
And if it's good enough and you see it and it's not garbage, it's not from Shein or Temu, and you see, it doesn't mean that just because there's only, 5 listed and none sold, that's just because none of us have found it. You found it.
It could be. You found something that's amazing.
And unique. And I'm not talking about thousands of dollars, but you have to start somewhere. And when you find that one and you're like, hey, this is I'm comfortable with this. I know this. And you learn about it. Like Giovanna said, you learn about the fabrics, where stuff's made, why it's important, what companies stand for. Like these companies that are like on the fringe of the world, right? So they don't sell as much as Walmart and the Amazon and the ones in the middle, but they make quality stuff. And not all of us, we don't know about it. We don't know the stuff
there are so many brands,
that are still made in the United States, or things that are made or wherever they're made. It doesn't matter where they're made. But if they're quality items and you know somebody's going to be able to use it, I mean, that's my favorite part is when somebody will say, oh my gosh, I've been looking for this for years, and you are the only one who had it. We just had something the other day where they were like, I could not believe that you had this jacket or whatever it was. It was my favorite one. I lost it. And what are the odds you had it? And what are the odds? Not very, slim to none. But she found it, she bought it, and like was ecstatic about it. So that makes me happy. Like I see that, like, because when I buy nostalgic things, you know, or find a Michael Jordan thing or a Nike thing or something that reminds me of my youth, you know,
that's what people are looking forward to.
And I that kind of a transaction with people, I mean, that leaves an impression because you'll remember where you got that T-shirt. You found it, that feeling you got when you did see it. And that's what brings us all back to eBay. You know, it's like that feeling of, oh my gosh, look at this, look at that.
Cool thing
that's great. And that's what I love. There's a lot of things I don't like about eBay. But the part of the nostalgia and the stuff that people do find, it's the resellers. It's the people selling out there, and not the big names, but the people like us, people like you, people that are watching this video. You know, when you find something that one of them, us, have found, and you're like, oh my gosh,
that's cool.
Thank you. You know, you want to thank them for finding it. Like those Jordans that I got. I was like, even though they were falling apart, I was like, I want them because I can fix them. And maybe. And this is the whole sole's coming off. No big deal. It's separated from the fabric, from the sole. You know, Nike's
we're losing the plot here, Nate. Rein it in.
Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that.
We are talking about things that we used to do that we don't do anymore. So things that we used to do would be copy everyone else. Look for the things that everyone else is looking for. But what you need to do is learn what is available to you. So I would go through to the thrift store and I would touch every single item. I would touch all of the sweaters. If it was super, super soft, I would look at it. And then I like had this huge collection of cashmere.
We had, oh my gosh, everyone loves cashmere still.
It's
you could sell just cashmere and you would be successful.
Totally fine. It's
and
available.
Most people don't know that.
It is very reasonably priced. We can find it every single day at every single thrift store you've ever been to.
And people love it because it's so comfortable, right? Is that why it's soft?
It's so lightlightweight. It's very cozy. It's a natural fabric.
Maintain.
It's not polyester. It's not like a synthetic. Like
polyester is one of my favorites.
I know it is. Bless your heart.
I know.
So you have to learn what's available to you and not just follow the Lululemons, the Free People, the
or
Nike.
What sells. Here are the top brands. We followed a guy who doesn't resell anymore. But he made like those quality videos. Remember, he would go over guys' shirts. Now he had to go back to work, so he stopped
I don't know what happened. I think he got in like a.
It's hard again, and being a YouTuber, as you guys all know, is hard too.
YouTube is the worst. So
well, they all are. Google, YouTube,
everyone is
eBay,
the worst. I know.
Big companies.
You just have to get over it and do it.
Yeah, we have to use what we have. And it's like people don't like to sell
have.
on eBay. They don't like to buy on eBay, but eBay reaches more people than any other platform. Oh, actually, all the platforms combined. So. They get more eyes on your products, of course. You want that. I mean, unless you...
We'll talk about that. That's a different video.
One,
So we're talking about things we used to do. Reining them back in here, ADHD brain.
There's so many things that we've learned and I want to share with people. And
so what are some things that we used to do that we don't do now? Like,
so we don't...
comparison.
So we do not watch every reseller video. Like before, we didn't know... There's too many resellers.
There's so many.
Too many YouTube resellers. And I know I'm one. But they make huge claims and huge brags, and if they're YouTube resellers, so the video is for viewers, so they're going to make it clickbait. They're going to make you want to click on it. That's the idea. That's where their income is coming from.
Exactly.
And so it's like, okay, fine, you have that video, other people are going to watch, but that's.
But the point is, like, watch all of the videos in the beginning and find ones. There are nuggets in every single video that you can use. Though.
Don't chase.
Don't become those people, but like take what you like and leave what you don't. And move along because there's so much more information out there. And YouTube is a great source of information.
But it's not accurate all the time. It's like ChatGPT.
It's not always true to your situation.
Your situation.
So don't forget that. Don't get lost in the glamour and
the kid who can go to the, has using dad's money to go down to the Nike outlet and buys all the shoes off the shelf.
That's nice.
And he's selling them from his basement. Great. But you use dad's money to do that. And we don't have dad's money.
We don't have dad's money.
You may not have dad's money. So you take what's available to you.
What is accessible? What do you have?
So you can't, when somebody says they make $5,000 a month selling AirPods.
That may or may not be true. Maybe
that does not mean you need to go run out and find AirPods and be like, oh, I'm going to be an AirPod guy.
Right.
There's like 3 of them, maybe 2 of them, you know, and there's a lot of people who have tried it and absolutely just failed.
That's a lot of
that's the thing you just don't chase.
What did you do with the water that was here?
Oh, I threw it over here.
Oh, have some of it.
Yeah. Oh.
Your mouth is dry. I can hear it. All right. What other things?
That's awesome.
I know.
Okay. So what other things do we not chase? So don't, I'm
looking at my
You don't have to listen to us. You don't have to listen to the other YouTubers or resellers, but, you know, you can try it and see if it works.
Find
can I sell this? Can I sell that? But you, again, what Giovanna said.
Connect with and like find stuff that you have access to.
Don't chase things that aren't attainable.
Right.
Think about what you have. And that's what Giovanna just said. Think about what you have locally. So Walmart has a clearance aisle. Every town has a Walmart.
Yeah.
You can buy things from the clearance aisle and sell for, you know, just to get started. There's a lot of things. Because
to get started, sell what's in your house. Yeah. You have a lot of things.
That's what they always say too, That's
where you should start. And that's where you can make mistakes because you've already spent money on that. It's already taken up space in your house. You're getting rid of it. It's a learning curve in the beginning. You didn't have to pay anything
to get it.
Sorry, essentially, that's really gross. Essentially, $0 is what you've invested in this item.
Right.
So sell things from your house.
That's a good point.
To get money to buy inventory. Like, don't automatically go out. I've seen people like get a new credit card and like go spend $3,000 on inventory, and then
thinking that
you're gonna. I know. What the heck are you doing up there? What the heck are you doing up there? That's not a wise choice. No. Maybe that's. I mean, I wouldn't do that. No. So I don't recommend that.
Taking stuff out of your own closet or your
what's in the house. Closet, what does your family have?
Offer to. You know, pick up your family's old clothes and go through that, or friends, or you know, put the word out. Hey, I'm looking for stuff to sell on eBay. If you have anything you're getting rid of, I will come by and get it.
Come pick it up.
And that's what we would do. Like Giovanna, when she would, you know,
in the beginning,
consignment people, we would go to their house and pick up their stuff. You know, because especially when you would go, they have good stuff. So we would go and get it all and say, we'll take it all. You don't need to worry about it. And then, I mean, it was such a relief for people because you know what it's like.
They appreciate that.
Getting rid of stuff.
That you don't
I got to take it down to Goodwill. But then people say, don't take it to Goodwill. So where am I supposed to take it?
Well, you have to do like 3 trips. And then like I have to put it in the car. And then you forget. And then it's in the car for a month. And then
anyway,
blah, blah.
So that's...
So in the beginning.
In the beginning. And so...
Sell what you have. Ask friends.
But what I was going to say, we've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
We're experienced.
Yeah.
I still, if things are slow, I will go into my closet and look for, if I say, do I have shoes that I don't wear anymore? Do I have a jacket that I don't have anymore? Because I feel like, you know, the stuff we buy or keep, you know, it's going to be worth something. But I can look at the 10 jackets I have that I wore in Oregon that I don't wear here.
Right.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, there's like, I'd probably like $150, maybe $200 in there. So I did that with all the shocks that I had. I went and got them, you know, out of the closet. I can't wear these. They hurt my feet. They hurt my back. I can't wear them. So why not sell them? Because I'm just holding on to them for what? For what? So my kids can go through my shit later and be like, why did Dad have all this stuff?
They'll be destroyed and rotten, dry rot by then.
So anyway, so even if you are an experienced reseller, there are things around. We go, you know what? And you guys know that. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. But it does. It's a good reminder. A reminder of what works. And I bought Supreme things that I thought I was going to save and keep. And then I'm like, why did I buy this? You know, like that $125, I didn't pay $125 for it, but it was the Supreme Nike bag. Yeah. It was unique and I liked it, but I was never going to use it. Like a little satchel. I'm not a satchel guy, even though I want to be the crossbody bag guy.
Yeah, not reasonable.
No. Even on vacation.
So start in the beginning.
Yeah, anyway.
Start with stuff that you have.
Right.
Take that money that you are going to make from it, even if it's $5, $10, whatever, and then like snowball that into new stuff. Ask your friends.
Yeah. And
so the key is you don't have to sell $1 million worth of stuff right away. You don't have to follow the resellers that say, hey,
you need to go buy a pallet.
Yeah, go buy a pallet.
You
don't have to do any of that stuff. Yeah.
You imagine if you had a 1-bedroom apartment and you're trying to, you know, you have a kid and you're trying to, you know, make a living reselling, and then you go buy a storage unit.
I don't know.
You have to get the stuff out of the storage unit that day.
Yeah.
Nobody knows that. Those are things they don't tell you.
Lots of things they don't tell you about it. Yeah.
The things that no one tells you when you first start reselling. That'll be another video.
Yeah. We'll see.
I've got all kinds of stuff.
We'll see. We have lots of ideas.
Yeah. We'll see. Oh, I'll do a video with or without you.
Oh my gosh!
I'll put hobby right there. Or do we have any? Don't have any like dummies, crash test dummies, or makeup dummies, do we?
No,
just me.
Just you. Yeah.
Just kidding. You're cute. All right. So
try to keep us on track.
Yep. Let's pick a couple more things that we don't do anymore, and then we'll call it a day. So we're much pickier.
Yeah.
Than when we first started.
Yes.
So
before,
it's too easy to, even at the stores.
So easy.
Just to get, like red, white, and blue. That was not cheap stuff.
I know.
You know, and they had every item was worth grabbing.
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about a company that had it down.
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know.
Every item was worth looking at that store. Yeah. And it was in Milwaukee, Oregon on 99.
So it's easy to get
that store.
Overwhelmed.
Yes. Yep.
And like forget what you're doing, and you're like, "Oh my gosh,
look at this! Look at this!"
You know, after a while, I would be like, "This is practically free." You know, it's like 90 cents or whatever, and you're like, "Oh, well, I can sell it for $10."
Right?
You won't sell it for $10. You won't sell it; it'll just get redonated.
Yeah.
You get it home and you're like, "Oh, it's
why did I grab this? Yeah.
Like, why?"
Yeah, it happens a lot.
It does.
You can forgive yourself a little bit when it happens at the bins because you're not paying full price for an item. But when you go to the regular thrift store and you pay up, and then you have like a massive flaw in it.
So people paying up for something is like, it's totally relative.
Right.
So paying up for something for us is like more than $10. Yeah. I think that would be like paying up for something.
Yeah. We try not to spend more than $10 on an item.
Our average cost of goods is like $4, $4 to $6. And that's only because we've recently been getting these new things at Nellis.
Right.
But before it was like $2 to $3. Yep. So anything above that would be like paying up for something. And that could mean something to someone else. Like you go to the store, I've seen people lately, they go to like Ross or TJ Maxx, there's these Tiffany handbags that everybody's very excited about. They're $150. People will pay up for those, $150 to resell them for like $200 on eBay, which...
What's up?
I know. Like, I'm tired of this.
Show me something? What's up?
You don't always have to pay up for stuff. You don't have to follow the trends. I think essentially what it is like find what's available to you and learn about that. And if you live in a cold climate, you have like lots of winter clothes. People buy winter clothes all year long. So
even during the summer.
Even during the summer, it's 300 degrees here in Las Vegas, and you're in Minnesota, and you have access to cold stuff. Yeah. Sell cold stuff all the time.
Yep. It's like when we find local stuff, like team stuff, Raiders, Aviators, Aces, Knights.
Yeah. All of that's very cool.
Most people who live here, UNLV stuff, the college stuff, they hate it. Every UNLV thing I've picked up, I've sold it already.
More than anyone else.
More than anything else. I got an amazing thing, and then somebody comes in and buys a UNLV hat that says "Mom" on it. UNLV Mom, and I was so happy that it sold. But I was like, why this one? You know the other hats that I have that are so amazing. Yeah. But that's
that's what's available.
Yeah, that's what's available, and I absolutely love finding that stuff.
Yeah.
And
it's fun.
If we ever go back to Oregon, I will pick up more Oregon stuff because I hated it. Blazer stuff, Oregon duck stuff. I just wouldn't pick it up.
You get sick of it
unless it was amazing.
But someone wants it, so if that's what you have access to, you need to pick that up and list it immediately.
Yep. All right. One more thing. What else did we not do that we did at the beginning?
So we list. I list things all year round. So that's kind of where I was going with this. Is like if you live in a climate that has access to cold weather items, list them all the time. I don't hold jackets. Like we live in Vegas, it's warm here all the time. If we find Sorel snow boots, I will list them right now. If we find a North Face puffer jacket, I will list it today. You bought it, someone is looking for it. The only way they're going to find it is if you put it out there.
They'll never know that you have it in your closet.
Right, so why wait? What's the point?
I need to get this listed because somebody's looking for it right now.
Somebody's looking for this, so let's
get it listed. And if you keep that in mind, even with things that, I listed a hat that was just so thrashed, and it was like, I didn't even know why I was listing, and I was like, do you think somebody will even pay $10 for this? And I'm like, maybe. I don't think so.
But I listed it
anyway. Yeah, it's already here.
It's already here. I
was honest in my description. I told them exactly what I thought about the hat. And I was like, this would be a great work hat, painter hat, something like that. But we had it. I listed it.
So
I'm not going to just let it sit and then give up on it, or
don't chase the trends. Like find what's accessible to you.
Don't use emotion when buying things.
That's a hard one.
That
it's like buy and sell without emotion. Like it's easy if someone you list something for $100,
they offer you $25.
You think it's amazing, and then they offer you $25. You paid $2 for this thing.
Right.
Fucking get it out the door.
Yeah. And we only priced it at $100 because that's what the market was.
It feels like you should list it at. Yeah.
But
you're like, this is really cool.
$30, $40, $50. It's okay.
It's totally fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
You're still making a profit. Take that money and buy something else. Move on to the next thing. Don't sit on it for a year because you think it's really amazing and you don't want to lose $4, right? Like between,
and like when somebody comes back with an offer, and I've done it too.
Yeah.
Like they offered 17 and you come back at 20, just take the 17.
Right.
The $3.
That's not worth your time.
If you're selling millions of items, okay, $3 is going to add up fast.
But you're also selling millions of items, so who cares?
Right, exactly. So we sold, how many did I say we sold this?
Like 1,000 on
items.
eBay?
So an entire year.
Yeah.
All the work that we do, and this is just eBay. Yeah. It was like 1,200 items that sold this year. And Grant, let's see, I didn't work a lot this year. Health stuff, different things, but would you quit barking at us?
Hobby as a toddler.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say about me.
No, well.
Me and the sun's coming up to my face.
Yeah.
We're going to have to
all right. Wrap it up.
Yep.
All right, so this was a little messy, but hopefully you got some interesting information out of it. Hopefully you learned a couple of things. Yep. We'll have some more structured videos. Yeah. Got to see our dog. He's adorable.
And he's a little needy.
Best part of the family. I know. He's like,
he's the best part of the family.
Stop.
Look at this sweet UNLV collar. Can you guys see that? Look at this.
So fancy.
Cool?
So fancy.
He supports the team.
Seen in college before, Nate.
He had a Raiders one, but then they were vying for the #1 pick. So go Raiders.
It's not working out. Yep. So we'll link our class below. Thank you so much. Questions, comments. Bye-bye.
Yep. Say goodbye, Hobbs.
Goodbye,
Hobbs.
Goodbye, Hobbs. All right, my love.
Boy.
We're done.
All right.
He's ready.
Yep.